Why, hello everybody, and welcome back to another Hands of Blue review. I am your ever so comic fun-loving host, Peter Sharon, a veteran of the video game and movie visual effects industry. I'm a lover and a critic of comics, and so today I present you with Downcast. And this book comes to us from the storytelling of Clint Stoker. And he also has a really cool YouTube channel called Sweetcast. I will put links to that down there in the description later in the video. And not only that, he also has another campaign for Downcast, Rise and Fall. Which is the continuation to this. And so this is one I just recently got, and he already is that quick getting another one out. So I am excited about that. And so I decided to kind of throw this one out next just because he does have that campaign going that's funding right now. And, to make people aware of that. And I would have to look on the campaign. I can't remember if he's offering issue 1 along with issue 2. I believe so. A lot of these guys do that. They kind of get the next one. They do like a variant maybe of the first, just so you can catch the story from the beginning to end, which is awesome. But I wanted to show here some of the stuff I got with this comic when I backed this. We have the original cover of that was done for Downcast. Then we got this really cool variant. This guy's still in the package. But got that copy too. Got this cool little trading card of our heroess, whatever, heroes. I'm going to say they're both heroes. That's better. This is Joanne and Jax. Got a cool sticker. I'm kind of still deciding. I got a couple stickers from other guys, and I don't know if I want to put it around the edges of my art table here or kind of how I want to do something fun with those. We got ourselves a little bookmark for Sweetcast Comics #1. Thank you. And here's the YouTube right actually down here, youtube.com/Sweetcast. And then we got this cool little print that someone did of the main character, Joanne. And she's holding the mother orb in her hand that we will you'll find out a little bit more of. But so yeah, that's really cool. Both cover arts, really, really cool. I think this one, almost lost that. Almost lost it. Yeah, you get a quick little breakdown of kind of the comic. I love this little kind of jet bike they got up there, kind of like the old school chopper-esque. And hey, just throw like a little jet on the bottom of it, That's how we always do it. But here it says, in the floating city of Strata, Joanne and her brother Jax are on the run from a corrupt government when the power to control gravity falls into their hands. Ooh. With their father held captive and sentenced to death for a crime he didn't commit, they will have to choose between exploiting their newfound power or keeping the city afloat. Joanne and Jax will have to fight a group of sun-worshipping cultists called the Deadliners in a struggle over the orb, but can they do it without dropping the entire city of Strata to the ground? We will find out. And here's like the little mother orb, little image. This is cool. That little guy kind of stands out, shimmers a little bit, and I like how they did that with the cover. So let's get into it. Really nice construction. I know I always say that, but man, these guys that produce these comics on Indiegogo and through the creators themselves, they care about these books, and it shows by the quality of how they put them, the paper quality, everything they kind of do to, give them just that little bit more, and get your money's worth definitely out of these guys. I love how when you see the characters, how they stand out, the title stands out and everything with the shimmeriness of it, and I really like how they did that. So it's extra little things that make it so nice. And you get the floating city in here behind us, giving us a little look at that. But yeah, this is really, nice heavy stock cover, square bound there. It's a pretty thick book. I forgot to do a page count on this guy. I'm going to say about 50, 60 pages easily. Probably in this guy. Good read. And, you know, even inside the interior pages, you know, are real nice. And you can kind of see, yeah, the grain on there. Yeah, excellent. We get a breakdown here for our creators of this book. We get Clint Stoker, the writer. Ignacio Lazaro, I believe is how you say it, the artist. Damian Penabella, colorist. Eric Weathers, letterer. Eric is the master of lettering for pretty much all these indie campaigns, the big ones. Like, this is the man who does it. Great guy. Brandon Crowther as the editor. Matthew Weldon and Derek Dow did variant covers, which is, you know, variant cover. So, I think that was the Weldon. And it's nice. We got Clint's signature right here on the interior page, with some special thanks to Peter Sometti, Ethan Van Sciver, and Stephanie Stoker, his wife. You know, so that's really cool. You know, throwing out those thank yous to those who helped kind of get this done. And let's get into this a little bit. So we got this cool floating city called Strata, and it floats up above Earth here, and it's kind of like seems like it's kind of like an elitist city is what I'm kind of getting from it, you know. And if they think you're kind of beneath, it's like you might have to live on the Earth, or I think if you do crimes, they throw you down there to the planet, you know, and you don't get to be up in the nice sky city with the good nice air and everything. And these were a couple extra little art pieces done by Tim Learman and Ted Lamb. Me and last names, not good. But yeah, a couple of cool pieces he threw in here. So that's really cool. He threw that extra art. Forgot about seeing that. But so we got these guys, as I mentioned earlier, those deadliners who are coming here doing no good, taking out security guys. And they're after this little guy right here, which is this little like mother orb. And apparently this is the magic. I don't want to get really into it because I want you to go back this, go read these, you know, get these and help support these guys. But it's a cool little orb that is what powers and gives the city its ability to float and, you know, stay floating and that. And these guys are coming to try and grab it. So we got the guard here running off with it, which takes us then to our, you know, unknowing soon-to-be heroes of this story, Joanne and her brother Jax, who were window washers. And basically, their father got accused of some crime that, you know, I'm gonna guessing later on we'll find out he didn't do. It was more of a setup for what happened, and he got sent to jail or prison, wherever they go down on the earth, and they have to pay off. I guess there's a style of debt for when things happen, and so that's why they're washing these windows and having to do all this work because they have to try and pay off their father's crimes. Not a good style of government or system of things, of living, whatnot, you might say. Kind of garbage. But as they're sitting here talking away, doing their window washing, the next thing they know, boom! One of these guys comes crashing through one of the windows right next to him. And they look in and what's happening? Oh, fighting with the guard that had the orb. And it falls out the window and into her bucket. And they go through kind of a fun little intense thing here with wires getting cut, people falling. Man, things are going crazy. And she reaches in and grabs the orb and then realizes, oh, this is cool. And flies him back up. So this orb's pretty neat. It has a lot of powers to affect gravity and whatnot. And so now that they got this, you kind of find out some story of who's behind these deadliners and working with them. Sorry, this comic is really doesn't want to open up too much. It's stuff like excellent comic. I like it. And these guys pretty much they try and tell some story. These kids like, oh, they're the ones that stole it. Go get them, put them out to the police. Like, cause they got the corrupt kind of people or whatnot who's kind of running the show, trying to actually do the underhanded things. And they decide to get in touch with this reporter guy who I think had done some reporting back in the day on their dad's case, if I believe. That was kind of where the story was with him and why they contacted him. And so, they're like, hey, man, yeah, we're the guys with this. Come meet us. And he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. And they got to do little things to convince him. Like, I think they shook the building or some kind of fun thing. We get another cool shot of the city, floating above the planet here. On that one, they're talking about how, the news guys, oh, this has happened. So scary. And so she makes herself a little outfit for trying to be in disguise of going around and they think, hey, let's use this to maybe shake things up a little bit and see if we can get the truth to come out and get our dad out of jail for something he didn't do and whatnot. And and her brother the whole time is trying to also let her know, like, yeah, that sounds good, but let's make sure we don't, send the city crashing to the ground and kill a lot of people just to try and, save our dad. Like, let's keep like a check on the, where the balance is here. So, and this guy right here, this reporter that you'll see kind of through, his name is Clement something. But that guy, we kind of see him with the bad guys earlier, and he kind of, I think, helps spin the tale of what's going on, to kind of misdirect people and stuff like that so those guys can do some dirty, underhanded stuff and, not get the blame. And so he's trying to right now kind of shake this other reporter down they called to try and get some information out of his name is Duggar, I think is the last name of him. And yeah, trying to see if he can, find out where those kids are, probably so he can pass along the information. But that guy kind of basically tells him to piss off. So here, back to the heroes. They come charging in, and well, that's a good story. They end up running into these deadliners again, and here goes the sister. She jumps off. The brother gets caught. Oh no, what's happening? And they basically kind of set it up with stuff to catch who's kind of behind this and find out who the bad guy is. And, and then, but as he's going, he knows, like, this is just kind of the start of things, like of what's really happening. And as you see, actually, we kind of miss it, like something kind of neat that I might point out here. Oops, if I can find the right page. But so here you could see, like, when she came in, this guy decides, he's going to try and attack, and she blocks with the little mother orb, and it breaks off a couple pieces, and he takes one, and as the cops come bursting in, he swallows it. And then, the closing is great of "Hello, Mother," and you can see his eyes. So, yeah, something wild's about to happen. And so I am excited that, Clint is already in production of making the next part to this, so I will not have to be waiting long to get to read that one. Like, they put a couple sketches of, like, the different character. You got Wrize, Wrize. That's basically the second name, the Rise and Fall. It's this name right here. And you got the Clement guy, the Duggar, the reporter guys. It's like a couple sketch ups of the for the cover artwork. The little mother orb, the deadliner characters here, Jax and Joanne, and then we got a preview for some other up and coming stuff. The Prospectors coming to soon to Indiegogo. I'm not sure if this one's out yet. I might have to check on that now. But that looks really that's some really cool artwork. I like that. But that is our conclusion of Downcast. Yeah, I really like this. You know, I hope I didn't give away too much of the story there. I wanted to stay kind of vague. But yeah, really cool. Like where this is starting. Kind of like where this can, you know, has a lot of possibilities to go to all kinds of different fun stuff. You know, and just good, solid art all the way through, and just story all the way through, keeping you going. Yeah, I really like this one. And very good job. Did I have anything else to say? I can't remember. No, I think we are good. So, thank you everybody for joining along and watching me do a review of this great comic, Downcast. And I will make sure to put some links in the descriptions where you can follow him on his YouTube channel. He does a lot of good fun YouTube and stuff. And I'll put the link to the Indiegogo campaign for part 2 of this that's out right now. So if you want to check it out and back it yourself, you know, please do so. You know, and show these guys some support. But please like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification button. Check out some of the other videos if this is your first time watching. And again, thank you so much for being here and joining in. And till the next time on a Hands of Blue review, be good and take it easy, everyone. Later.